Welcome. My name is Katherine. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. Today we are going to need a chair and have a mat close to a wall. I'd like you to put the long edge of your mat about a foot from the wall, like I have here. And today is going to be the last online Gentle Yoga. Next week, I'm going to be teaching live at City Hall, and the class will be a Hatha flow. So join me there if you like. And I just want to thank you for tuning in and checking out these online classes with me. So we're going to begin by sitting in our chair. Preferably, please have a chair without arms and no wheels, please. No wheels on the bottom of the chair. And you're going to just sit nice and tall, placing your feet flat on the floor. Release your sits bones into the seat as you lengthen your skull towards the sky, and tune into your breath. Not only tuning into the breath, but tuning into the sensations of your body. Maybe feeling the soles of your feet. Noticing the quality of your mind. And then placing one or both hands over your heart. Let this be a warm greeting for you to your practice today. Welcome. Welcome yourself to your yoga practice. Take a slow breath in and hold it for the count of 3. Open the mouth and let it out. Release your hands back to your thighs, drawing the heads of your shoulders back behind you as you draw your shoulder blades flat on the back and together behind the heart. And then see if you can relax your shoulders a little bit more away from the ears. We're going to keep a broad chest as we lower our chin to the chest. And then we're going to kind of roll our head side to side with the breath. On the inhale, you're going to roll head to the left ear towards left shoulder. Exhale, rolling chin to chest. Inhale, rolling to the right. Exhale, chin to chest. Now, keep moving with your breath. Some things to watch out for is sometimes as we roll our head to one side, the opposite shoulder wants to kind of go with the head. Keep moving the shoulders together, the shoulder blades together behind you. Broad chest the entire time. And some of you might enjoy actually doing a full circle with your head. If that feels good and healthy for you, you could do that. So you just inhaling, rolling to one side and back, and then exhaling back through center. Only if that feels right. Some people that's not a good choice for. Go both directions. And then bring your head back through center. And I'd like you to circle your spine over your hips. So you're kind of jump roping the spine around over the hips. And as you do this, you're kind of moving through a cat-cow. So cow pose, like a broad chest as you circle the heart forward, exhaling, rounding the back towards the back of the chair. And then going the other direction. And then come back through center, and we'll do some cat-cow spine. So exhale, round the back, gazing down. Inhale, broaden the chest, gaze forward or maybe up. A few more times like that. Inhaling, broadening the chest. Pause here for an exhale. And then inhale back through center. Make sure that your thighs are parallel, your feet parallel on the floor in front of you. And then we're going to inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, drawing right knee to chest. It's like you're lifting the right knee towards the chest. And then inhale, drop the right foot and reach the arms up overhead. And we're just going to do that a few times. Exhale, opposite side, left knee towards chest. Maybe grab it, pull it in. Inhale, release back to a seat and reach up. Keep moving with your breath. So we're working the core here. The tummy's drawing in to help support lifting the knee. And of course, if you can't catch that shin, just move that direction. So maybe you lift it and you're just kind of tapping the sides of the leg. That's totally fine. Please engage tummy towards the spine to stabilize the back as you do this. Let's do that one more time. And both feet to the floor. Extend your right leg forward, balancing on the right heel. Yes, you can see me. Okay, so now I'll just show you my side view. Right leg is straightening, my left foot's still on the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, rest your hands on your left thigh. So that's the leg that is bent, and you're just hinging from the hips. Try to keep a broad chest as you hinge from the hip crease to find a stretch in the back of the right leg. I'm pulling my right toes towards my kneecap. Even though we're folding forward, the shoulder blades are moving flat on the back, the chest is broad. Last breath. And then come on up. Right foot to the floor. Extend left leg. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach. Exhale, hinge from the hips, stretching the back of the left leg. Now, if you tend to be hypermobile in your knee joint, I encourage you to slightly bend your left knee, just a micro bend, so you're not leaning into that left knee joint. With each inhalation, imagine your spine getting longer. With each exhalation, imagine just folding maybe a little bit closer towards the legs. One more slow round of breath. And then inhale, come on back up. Both feet to the floor. Reach the arms up. And either just have the arms parallel overhead, or if it's accessible, you could bring the palms together and interlace the fingers, extending the index fingers. Will be here for about 3 breaths, releasing the sits bones to the chair, feeling the tummy draw in. It's okay here if the shoulders come up towards the ears. There's a time and a place to draw the shoulders down away from the ears as the arms come up. But for this one, I just want you to let the shoulders go, let them relax. Last breath. And then release. Step your left foot out to the left. So now you're straddling the left corner of your chair. Both feet are rooted into the floor. So if I was going to ask you to stand up, you could do that, right? I won't ask you to do that, but here you are. And then we'll come into a variation of Warrior 3. But I would like you to imagine that you're drawing a bow. So in your right arm, you're going to take that bow, and then Inhaling, drag the bow back with the right arm as you push through the left hand, like a little stop sign hand, peeling the fingertips towards the shoulder. Spread those fingers wide. You might get a nice little fascial stretch in that left arm as you peel the fingertips back. Drawing right shoulder blade onto the back. Couple more breaths. Good, and then extending the right arm behind you. So here we are, more traditional arms of the warrior two, gazing over the middle finger of the left hand. Side angle pose. Left elbow rests down on that left knee. Swing your right arm down towards the floor and then up to come into that side angle pose. Now, my trunk through my right fingers is on a diagonal line, leaning to the left. Lean your head and heart back a little bit. And then we're going to move the arm with the breath. So on a inhale, you're going to sweep the right arm out to the right, turn your head, look at your left foot. On the exhale, back to that side angle arm. Head turns to the right to look at the right bicep. Keep moving. Inhale, top arm sweeps out and down as the head turns. Exhale, head turns to the right, back to side angle. A few more times like this. Stay rooted through the heels and the balls of the feet. You're opening that left knee like you would open a book. And then the next time you inhale, opening that arm, sweeping that top arm out to the side, head turning to look at the left knee, left toes. You're just going to bring the back of your right hand to rest on your low back. The elbows bent, inviting a stretch into the right side of the neck, shoulder blades moving together behind the heart. And then from here, you can move your head a little bit. What would feel good? How could you get a really nice stretch in the right side of the neck here? Maybe kind of nod the head yes as you lean the ear towards the floor. Maybe you keep head turned to the left. Take the next 3 breaths just to follow sensation around on the right side of the neck. What would feel really good? On your next inhale, come on back up again. Rest your hands on either thigh and just notice the sensations of the body, the breath. Please pivot to your left. We're going to come into a lunge with the help of the chair. So now my left glute, my left thigh is on the chair. I'm scooting kind of towards the edge of the chair. I'm going to step my right foot back. Now my right knee is just hovering above the mat, back toes tucked. Draw your tummy in and lengthen your tailbone towards the floor. Start to circle your right arm back and up, forward and down. These could be small circles, big circles. Make them slow though. And then let's go the other direction. Please stay engaged in your glutes. Please stay engaged in your legs. Once again, it's almost as if I was going to ask you to try to stand up in the position that your legs are in. So the muscles are hugging to the bone. Now, next time, right arm reaches up, pause there. Lengthening your tailbone towards the floor, reaching, reaching, reaching. And then your top hand, I want you to bring it to your forehead, create like a wall to press your head into. Relax your face. Head's not going to go anywhere because your hand's in the way. Just press your head into that wall and then gently release. And then bring your hand to the back of the skull, pointing the elbow towards the sky best you can. And then press the back of the head into the hand. Chin slightly towards the throat. Good. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And then exhale, twist. Right hand comes to the back of the chair. Left hand is on the back of the chair already. Head and heart aligned over pelvis. Your spine in a flagpole position. Last breath. And the inhale comes out of it. Ooh, come on back through center. Just having a regular old seat in the chair. Hands on thighs. Notice the body. Notice the breath. Okay. Warrior two variation once again. So you're going to step your right foot off to the right. Here you are, you're straddling the right edge of the chair. Make sure that your heels are under your knees. And yes, if I asked you to stand up, you could do that. Your feet are in a good position. Knees swinging open. Knees are over heels. Let's draw that bow. So with your left hand, you're grabbing the bow. And on an inhale, reach, push your right hand into a stop sign, right? Stop hand, spread those right fingertips. Spread that hand like a fan, and then peel the hand back. Reaching the pinky and the thumb as far from each other as possible. Left shoulder blade is drawing on to the back. Now pay particular attention to your index finger, your scrolling finger maybe, your scrolling finger, your scrolling thumb. Keep the fingers spread and then really peel that index finger back, the thumb back very intentionally. One more round of breath here. And then regular old warrior two, arms, Virabhadrasana 2. Arms go left and right, gazing over the middle finger of the right hand. Continue to press the heels, the balls of the feet into the floor as if I was going to ask you to stand up. And then we will bring right elbow to right thigh for side angle pose. Swing your left arm down and up. So we're rotating the heart towards the left slightly. It's a little bit of a twist here. Keep pressing those feet down into the floor to stabilize the low body as you rotate the heart left. And then we'll do our movement with the top arm. So on a inhale, head turns right, swing top arm out. On the exhale, top arm back through side angle position, head turns left. Inhale, turn away from the arm, broad chest. Exhale, head turns towards arm. Keep moving. Feet pushing into the floor. Now, next time top arm sweeps out, let's move into that neck stretch. Shoulder blades together behind the heart. Back of your left hand rests on the low back. Leaning head and heart back a little bit as you gaze at that right knee. Soften your jaw, and then here, explore how could you get the best stretch for you right now on this left side of the neck. So any kind of movements that would help you explore any areas that feel confined. Few more breaths. And of course, if you find somewhere that feels good, pause there. Exhale completely. Inhale, come on back up. Rest your hands on your thighs. Notice your breath and body. Lunge. Second side. So we're going to pivot to the right. Stepping the left foot back. Engaging the glutes, and we want to keep them somewhat engaged as we stay in this posture. Lower body is engaged, so even the chair's helping us out a lot, but we can still stay active and build strength in the legs. Lengthen your tailbone towards the floor, and then you're going to start to swing your left arm back, up, and down. Opposite hand can hold the chair. And then go the other direction. Down, forward, up, and back. Next time the left arm is up, we'll pause there. Engage glutes, press those feet down as if I was going to ask you to stand up right now. And now bring your top arm, the hand, to your forehead. Make a wall. Push the head into the hand. And then gently release. Hand to the back of the head. Elbows in and up. Gently create a wall for the back of the head to press into as your chin comes towards your throat. One more breath. And then inhale, left arm back up. Exhale, move to the twist, tummies in, both hands to the back of the chair. Stay here as you inhale and keep the length in the spine. You exhale, release any unnecessary tension in the body. Invite it to relax. And on the next inhale, untwist. Come on back through center. Regular old seat in the chair, hands on thighs. Notice your breath and body. Good, and then we're just gonna lift up our feet and roll the ankles. Some circles with our ankles, both directions. The Tibetan yogis say that wisdom is locked in the joints. So if you hear snap, crackle, pop, that's wisdom being released. So I got some extra wisdom in my left ankle. Woo. Okay, and then point the toes. Just point them out. Stretch the top of the feet. Nice and easy. And then relax the feet on the floor. And then I'd like you to just stomp your feet. Just so we're like kind of just sending energy up the legs. We're feeling some vibration of the legs. Really getting in touch with this earth quality. Or if I didn't have a mic kind of close to me, I would like stomp really hard. So please, if you can stomp really hard, maybe you're on the first floor, please do it. Feel that energy come up the legs as you stomp. Good, and then both feet to the floor. Okay, scoot towards the edge of your chair. Feet are about hips width distance apart, like the distance of your hip sockets rather than the flesh of your hips. So hip sockets, imagine it's about a fist width distance apart. Keep your thighs parallel, bring your palms together in front of your heart. I want you to lean forward, feel the weight of your body in your feet, and then come back. Let's do that twice more. Notice what's happening to the feet and the knees as you do this. And then you're gonna pause and stand up. Good. Go ahead and move your chair out of the way. We're done with it for now. And come to stand at the back of your mat. Taking a moment in mountain pose. Feeling this connection to the planet through the soles of the feet. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart. I'd like you to imagine that your feet are like blessings to the earth. And every footstep, you're like sending a blessing out to the planet and everybody who lives on it. And so we're going to take a very slow, mindful walking meditation, which is excellent for balance. So again, it's going to be like real slow so we can work on balance. Make sure your feet are about hips width distance apart. And we're going to just start by shifting our weight from foot to foot, side to side. And as you do that, one knee can bend a little bit and then the other. Notice what happens to your hips as you do this. So really just letting the body do what it does as you shift side to side, doing the same motion that we do when we walk. And then shifting the weight of your body to your right foot, lifting left heel, ball of the foot, little step forward, heel of the left foot comes to the mat, ball of the left foot, and then the toes. Please bring your gaze to something eye level in front of you. It's going to help with the balance. Sending blessings to this planet and everyone on it. And then shifting the weight of your body to the front foot, lifting back heel, ball of the foot. Slow, small step forward, heel, ball of the foot, right? Front knee bends a little bit. And if you straighten the back leg, you might get a little bit of a stretch too in the calf, which can be nice. Lifting back heel, ball of the foot. Little step forward, heel, ball of the foot, bending front knee, straightening back leg if you can. Feel a little stretch. Couple more blessings to send to this planet. Nice and slow, going heel, ball of the foot. Maybe pausing for the stretch. Let's do that one more time. And finishing in mountain pose. Exhale completely. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands through heart center. Slightly bend your knees. Let's fold forward. Fingertips towards the floor. If they don't make it there, you can always bring your hands to your shins, or maybe just resting elbows on thighs. One more round of breath. And on the next inhale, take your time, knees bent, stand up. Slowly reach up. Palms together overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Release your arms. Good. Let's come onto the floor on our backs. So just settling down onto the mat, please draw your right knee into your chest. And you're going to stack both hands either on top of the shin or maybe behind the right thigh if that's more accessible. So for this next practice, we're going to be toning our core and hopefully maybe get a little stretch in the back of the leg. To do it, you're going to exhale, drawing left knee into chest. Keep your tummy in as you inhale and hover left leg just an inch or two above the mat. On your next exhale, swinging straighten left leg towards the sky, peel the toes back, feel the stretch. Keep the tummy in as you inhale. Left leg is horizontal, hovering above the mat. Exhale, left knee into chest. That's one. Inhale, left leg horizontal. Exhale, vertical. Inhale, horizontal, hover it. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, horizontal, just the left leg. Exhale, vertical. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, vertical, peel the toes. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, knee to chest. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, vertical. Now let's pause here. Release right foot to the mat. And then bring the hands to the back of the left thigh if that's accessible. If it's not, if you have a strap nearby, you could lasso that foot. We'll actually just be here for a handful of breaths, just inviting a deeper stretch into the back of the left leg. Keep peeling the toes back. And then let's just swing the left leg across the body a little bit. Try to keep the back of the pelvis level on the mat, right? So you don't want that left hip to go with the leg. We're just gonna move the sensation of the stretch to the outer left hip, outer left hamstring. Good, and then come on back through center. And left knee into chest. Let's do the same thing, second side from the top. Now, just moving the right leg. Exhale, right knee into chest. Inhale, right leg horizontal. Exhale, vertical. Peel the toes back. Tummy's toning the entire time. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, vertical. Inhale, horizontal, hovering. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, vertical. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, vertical. Inhale, horizontal. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time, and then we'll hold it. Inhale. Exhale, straight up towards the sky. Release the left foot to the mat. Press the back of your right hamstring into the hands if that's available for you, or maybe you grab that strap or belt. And then let's just swing that top leg across the body a little bit, moving the sensation into the outer right hamstring or the outer right hip. Some people might feel it. Depending on the angle of the leg, the sensation will be different. Not everyone will be able to get their leg as vertical as my leg, obviously. And the next inhale, come on back through center. Release right foot to the floor. Walk the feet as wide as the mat and let the knees fall together. Hands to belly. Take 3 soft belly breaths, letting the belly balloon into your hands. As you inhale, as you exhale, feel gravity working. See if you can almost breathe and expand into your low back as you inhale as well. Okay, now walk your feet towards each other once more. We're going to come into bridge. Arms are going to come alongside the body, palms down, knees bent, heels walking closer towards your rear. Thighs are going to be parallel, feet parallel. Please keep your gaze to the sky as you press down on the feet to lift the hips. And we're going to just pause here, gazing at the ceiling, hips are lifting. Not so important how high the lift hips are getting, but rather, are you keeping your thighs parallel? Are all the corners of the feet pressing down into the floor? Are you breathing? Let's take about 2 or 3 more slow breaths here, suspending the hips in the air, feeling your glutes work. Good, and then release the hips to the mat. If you find a deep compulsion to want to pull the knees into the chest, please instead just take the feet wide and let the knees swing together. Let your low back release that way. Good, and then we'll flip over onto our belly. Once you arrive on your belly, extend your arms and legs away from each other. So if you have this kind of range of motion, please reach your arms uh, towards the top edge of the mat. Palms will face each other, and your toes, you're going to start walking your toes away from your fingertips. So we're trying to create as much length in the spine as possible. We're actually kind of tractioning the spine as we wiggle our toes and fingers away from each other. Now, if you can't reach your arms this high, kind of overhead, just bring the arms into a position where they're doing the same thing and they're reaching as close to overhead as feels available, right? So if you have one frozen shoulder, do the same thing on the other one, please. Rest your forehead on the floor. Take 1 round of breath. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly lift your right arm and left leg just a little bit. Your head's going to lift as well. And then exhale, lower back down. Same thing, second top side, right leg, left arm. Exhale, lower down. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower down. Now, if you have a sensitive back, I really highly encourage you to not lift as high as you can, but rather reach. You're reaching your fingertips and toes away from each other as you lift. All right, so you'll still be lifting, but you're not you don't want to crank down on the back. Now, next time, right arm and left leg lift. We'll pause there. Let's take 4 rounds of breath here. And then release. Let's take a free round of breath here, just relaxing. And then with an inhale, opposite arm, opposite leg, right leg, left arm. Stay here for about 4 breaths. And then exhaling, releasing to the mat. Completely relax here. Keeping the tops of the feet on the mat, I'd like you to bend your elbows until your arms are in a cactus position on the floor. We're going to come into a variation of Cobra Pose, a very low cobra, using the muscles of the back to lift the arms in this cactus position, the chest and the head. Exhale, completely drawing your tummy in. Inhale, slowly lifting chest, arms, and head, any amount, right? Your forehead could be like a centimeter away from the floor here, and that's totally fine. This is a nice one to help strengthen the muscles that are going to help us stand up tall. All those muscles in the upper back. Keep breathing as you pause here. And then release the arms alongside the body. Exhale, bring your right cheek to the mat and completely relax. Turn your head so now your left cheek is on the mat and completely relax. On your next inhale, use your hands to help you roll onto one side. And we're real close to that wall, hopefully. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to kind of move. So now we can come with our feet on the wall and our knees bent. So I'm going to have my feet on the wall so that my knees are bent over my hips. It's kind of like I'm sitting in a chair on my back, basically. And then take your feet a little wider than your hips, about shoulder width distance apart. And I'd like you to swing your knees in and swing your knees out. Swing your knees in, swing your knees out. Keep the back of your pelvis on the mat. So try to avoid rocking with the pelvis as you're doing this. You're just very intentionally swinging the knees out and in, nice and slow. Good, and then walking the feet back together again. Let's bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh for pigeon pose. Now, if this is too deep of a pigeon pose, slide your foot up the wall, right? So your ankle and the fold of your legs is going to be less. It'll be less intense if the wall foot's higher. The lower the wall foot goes, the more of a fold you can get. You can even come up onto your tiptoes if you need. And then, of course, always, if that's still not enough, get closer to the wall or move further away if you need less. My top foot is flexed. The toes are peeling towards the knee. See if you can level your hips. It feels like they're on the same plane. And you could even, with your hands, try to manipulate that right thigh to kind of rotate out slightly, just gently encouraging it, almost just guiding the flesh of the right thigh to rotate. The inner right thigh rotates out. And then right foot back to the wall. Second side, left ankle on top of right knee. Adjusting the foot leg so this is feeling breathable, it feels healthy. Maybe guiding the flesh of the inner thigh to rotate out. Keeping the pelvis level. Sometimes that left hip will try to get closer towards the left ear. Lengthen that hip away from the ear if that's the case. About 2 more breaths on this side. Let your belly soften, let your face and jaw relax. Okay, and then release the left foot to the wall. Now I'd like you to roll onto one side and push yourself up for a moment, propping yourself up on your bottom elbow. And now you're going to get even closer to the wall till your rear touches the wall. If you know the backs of your legs are like real tight, have your bum like an inch or two away from the wall. That probably would be a better choice. And then you're going to come back down onto that shoulder and then bring the feet onto the wall again. So the knees are bent. Now, here, my knees are gonna just kind of want to shoot off to the sides. That's okay. But walk your feet up the wall, keeping the knees bent any amount until you feel like you can bring the thighs a little closer together. We want the thighs and the feet parallel. We're gonna come into a twist before we do our legs up the wall. To do that, we're gonna start to, once we find this position where both thighs feel available, right? Some people it might be feet are a little higher. Maybe some people you can really have the feet low. That's great too. The arms are going to go left and right, and then you're going to walk your feet to the right. And so now keeping the feet stacked any amount, the wall is assisting us in this twist. Head can turn to the left. You're welcome to gently rest your right hand on the top thigh without cranking on that hip. You're just kind of guiding the thighs towards one another. It's totally fine if they are swinging apart a little bit. One more breath here. And then walking the feet back through center. Pause and center for just a moment. Broad chest, long spine, and then creeping the feet now to the left, second side. Head turning right. Maybe the left hand rests on that top leg. So now my hips are stacked. Softening the jaw, softening the face. One more breath. And walking the feet back through center. Straighten your legs, any amount, till you're in Viparita Karani or reverse process, legs up the wall. And adjusting yourself here. We'll be taking relaxation pose in legs up the wall. You're of course welcome to come into a regular Shavasana if that's a better fit for you. If you need your knees slightly bent in this, that's okay. You could always scoot yourself further away from the wall again if you have real tight hamstrings. Start to wiggle the muscles of your face, making your face really long. Maybe open your mouth really wide. And then making your face really wide, kind of squinting your eyes, work all those muscles of the face. And then finally, just relax the face muscles. Release the back of your pelvis into the floor. Feel your bones get heavy as they slowly descend further into the floor. Let your breath get soft and deep. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Brush your thumb across your pinky finger, your ring finger, middle finger, index finger. And then extend your fingers away from the palm and wiggle the fingers. Nice stretch for the palm. Bend your knees and slide your feet down the wall, swinging the knees open now till the outer edges of the feet come to the wall. You're in cobbler's pose with the knees swinging away from each other, soles of the feet together now. Relaxing the pelvis, relaxing the belly. And then slowly rolling to one side, coming into a fetal position. Please take a few rounds of breath here, feeling the floor underneath you, feeling your breath, and feeling some gratitude towards yourself for offering this kindness of practice today to your body, to your heart, to your mind. And then using your arms to come up to a comfortable seat of your choice. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Noticing any feelings of pleasure in your body, in your heart, in your mind right now. What feels good. And give yourself absolute permission to enjoy what's good right now. And then I invite you to imagine you can send out these good feelings to someone special in your life. Maybe someone who could use the ability to take in the good a little bit more. See their face clearly. Imagine where they are in their day. And then we'll send out this goodness on the exhale. Take a big breath to gather it up. Send it out. See them relaxed in their body, awake in their mind, smiling. Thanks for practicing today. Namaste.